Hi everyone, this is Jill. I'm a creative designer with Paper Sweeties, and I'm here today to kick off the October release. We are so excited at the new products that are coming out this week on the 15th. So when you get up in the morning on the 15th, all of these new products that you're going to see sneaks of this week on all of the design team's blogs will be live in the Paper Sweeties store. So today I'm just going to share with you what's live on my blog post for the first day of our sneak peeks using the new sets. So this card actually uses two of the new sets. And two of the new sets are some boutique outfits for our Paper Sweeties dolls. And on the left, you see Jake dressed as a shepherd with a shepherd hook. And Mary on the right is our Abigail doll, and she is dressed to be Mary, and she's holding the baby Jesus. And these two adorable outfits are from two new stamp sets that Debbie has designed, and I just love how this card turned out. And I don't know if you can kind of see it, but there is some double embossing on the background panel. I embossed it with a sunray pattern, and then I used clear embossing powder to add some glimmer to the cardstock. So it really looks like the star is shining behind them. And to me, it almost looks like they're two children ready to go into a Christmas pageant at church or at their school. And I just think this is the cutest set. And the sentiment at the top says the greatest gift. And just so you know, there's a total of 4 new stamp sets and 1 set of Sweet Cuts dies coming out on the 15th. This showcases, again, 2 of the new sets, and all the information about the products I used is on my blog post at greenwoodgirlcards.blogspot.com, and I will link it below for you. But again, these products will be available at papersweeties.com on October 15th. So I'm going to share with you also some Christmas tags I made with a new set of dies, and it's a set of dies that is called Stitch Tags number 2. And Stitch Tags number 2 includes, it's a stamp set and a set of dies. You can buy separately, or since they coordinate, you might want to buy the bundle, which will save you some money. Debbie offers it both ways. You can get them separately or together. This is a sample of the stitched Christmas tree, and I hope you can kind of see the stitching on my little gingham tree here. And this set, again, it has this Christmas tree in it, or a tree die with stitching. It also has a matching stamp, and then there's a mitten die with stitching and a mitten stamp with stitching. And then there's also a bow die, and I'll show you what the bow die cuts out in just a few minutes. And there's also a matching stamp for the bow. So I can't show you the sets until we go live on the 15th with them, so I will be back with my normal release post showing all of the new products on the 15th. Okay, so this is just one of the tags that I made, and I actually cut 2 tags. I cut 1 tag in white, and I stamped them back with a to and from, which Debbie has an invitation stamp set in her shop that is called You're Invited, and that's where this to from is from. And then I cut another tree with green gingham, and then I used a tag, a heart tag die from the Beautiful Tags, Beautiful Little Wishes tags, I think is what it's called. And I cut an aperture, and then when I glued the 2 tags together, I stamped the word joy in red, and then I added some glitter. It's actually, in case you're curious what kind of glitter this is, it's Heidi Swapp marquee glitter, because I know someone's going to ask me later. So, and then I just tied some jingle bells, some red jingle bells on the top. So I made a set of these, and this one again has a heart aperture. And then I also used a snowflake die from the Snow Friends stamp set, which is a snowman stamp set. And I used the Sweet Cuts, the coordinating Sweet Cuts from that set to cut a snowflake aperture. And then this one says peace, which is also a sentiment from one of the new sets. So, so there's the green gingham little trees that I made. And then what's fun is, since you're cutting all those windows into the tags, I just add string to those little windows, to the little heart and snowflakes, and I made little tiny tags to use for Christmas. So you end up with 2 different tags for each tag you create. Okay. And then I just have a few more examples to show you. I don't want to take too much of your time. Here's a sample of one that's made with a green polka dot paper, and this one shows you what the bow die looks like. So on these ones I topped each of the trees with the little with a little bow. So here's a sample of one with the snowflake and with the heart. And oops, the strings are getting in the way. So that's what that one looks like. And then I also made this one, which is kind of more of a neutral toned tag. And this one has a brown cardstock bow, and it uses the taupe gingham, and then it just has the stamp, the word joy in brown to match the bow. So I made a set of those. As you can see here, there's 3 of those. And then lastly, really quick, I have this to share with you, and this one is actually made, this set is made with a Java jacket or a coffee collar. So I had gotten a cup of coffee the other day, and I decided, Amy Serrata always uses, reuses packaging and stuff in a lot of her projects, and especially on the Coffee Lovers Blog Hop. And I love seeing what she does, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to recycle this. I'm just going to recycle it to make tags versus recycling it in the recycle bin. So I created this one, and I love the texture that the coffee collar has to it. So this was really easy to throw together. And then with this one, I used the snowflake aperture, and I ended up with a little snowflake tag. So those are my my tree tags, and the lovely little manger scene card that I made with some of the new products that are coming out this week on the 15th. And tomorrow on my blog, the whole post is going to be about mittens, and I'll also have another card up on my blog with a different stamp set. So I hope you'll go to my blog tomorrow and see what I have to offer as far as mittens go, which is the other tag that's part of the Stitch Tags #2 set. And it has a stamp and a die that matches. They coordinate, and I hope you'll come to Greenwood Go Cards tomorrow and take a look, and also hop around to all of our fantastic creative designers for Paper Sweeties. I can't believe all the wonderful projects that the team has come up with. It's really fun, especially if you like holiday crafting at all. You're going to be very inspired. So we will see you hopefully hopping around on our blogs. We love getting comments from everybody and seeing what you think of the new products. And I will be back on October 15th with the release video showing all of the new products up close and personal. So you can see everything, including the dies and the stamps. So thank you very much for tuning in. And again, this is Jill, and I'm a creative designer for Paper Sweeties. Thank you very much for watching. Happy crafting. Bye now.